So recording stream has started. All right, please can you see my screen right now? Hello.
I can see.
All right, let's move on. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the Forex Academy. If you're watching this video on YouTube, welcome everyone. Kindly subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up if you thumbs up if you love the video, and also don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. It's really mean a lot to us. Let us know how we can get to help you better. All right, so welcome to the Understanding Financial Markets series. So today we're going to be looking at supply and demand part 2. All right, if you want to watch the part 1, how I explained everything, check the top right corner right now. You're going to be seeing a link to that. Go and watch the first part before you watch this other one. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about supply and demand part 2, and like I said, supply and demand rules the market, rules the financial market. You need to know where the market wants to start selling. Wants to start coming back, because we use selling because that's the word we use. But in economics, it means that the price wants to fall. We need to know when the price wants to fall. All right, so that it can go to a discount region, a discount zone for them to, or for people to start buying to the upside. And I explained to you in a second series that the institutions controls basically, in fact, everything that happens in the financial market. You need to understand that it is the institutions that controls what happens in the financial market, not you. We are retail traders. That means we don't control the market. We have to do what the institutions are doing. All right. So you need to understand how are the institution traders trading. All right. And I sat myself down, or I listened to mentors and gather some knowledge. And I came about with my own awesome strategies. All right, which I'm not sharing right now in this video. Okay, but I'm sharing part of it so that you can also learn from this. And part of this strategy is supply and demand, guys. It's supply and demand, because when I found out about supply and demand, it's basically changed my trading experience. All right, so let's just dive to what we're going to talk about today. So let's say we have a market, we have an uptrend market. All right, market's moving up, okay, moving down. All right, did something like this, came down, did something like this. All right, came back. All right, went back up, came back down. All right, so basically, all right, with our knowledge, you know that, okay, we say this market is an uptrend, right? Because I will do something like this. All right, so let's create a channel. All right. And all right, we say there is a break to the downside, but that's not what we are looking at today. Just want to show you clearly that, okay, let's say that's an uptrend market. So now we have an uptrend market. The market moves from year to year, all right, to this level, to this level, to this level. So what you want to do is that you want to identify where those markets starts to push to the upside. Okay, so now we have a demand zone right over here. So let's put it there. We have a demand zone. That's the first thing, because this market is trending to the upside. So the first thing you need to do is what? Identify the zone. We have a demand zone. Since you identify that, okay, this market is what? Is an uptrend, which you must know the direction of the market. Please, first of all, you must know the direction of the market. You can write that down. That's the first step. What direction is the market saying? Is the market saying an uptrend, or is the market saying a downtrend, or has the market be ranging? All right, but with this strategy, even if the market is moving sideways, what I mean is that even if the market is doing something like this, not giving a clear trend, All right, just doing something like this. All right, we still that move. You can what trade with this supply and demand. Okay, so now we have a demand zone. Okay, so now we created another demand zone. We created another demand zone. We created another demand zone. All right, so that's good. So we have demand. All right, we have supply also, but because we're not looking at supply, so let me just write it down. We have supply. We have supply zone. So this is where the market will start to go down. All right, so now listen. The market started to push up at this area. All right, after pushing up, it came back. Okay, all right, let me just draw this down because it's supposed to come down. All right, so any market that pushes up will surely come back to a demand zone. All right, for example, this market pushes up, it will surely what come back to this what to this demand zone. And how do I mean by that is, okay, now we have what a demand zone right over here. All right, so the market will come back to this demand zone, and this place that marked is because of what of an order block. All right, let me draw in a perfect one, and the way it's going to be on the chart. Okay, so we have this. Okay, let's say we have this, came back, broke the structure. All right, came back again. Right, do something like this. Refused to go up, went up, came back here again, and then did the same thing here. Did this, went back up, and then came back. All right, so all right now. So now let me explain what I do. Let me explain what I do. All right, so we have what an uptrend. Yeah, the market moved from a demand level right over here. The market moved from a demand level. All right, the first rule is whenever a market move from a demand level and create a supply level, it will come back to the demand level. That's the first rule. All right, there are other rules like order blocks. All right, flip zones. I will talk about that in our other series. Okay, but today we are looking at demand and supply. All right, so whenever the price moved from a demand zone, created a supply zone. All right, I mean something like this. Created a supply zone. It will surely what come back to that demand zone, and that's what you see me draw right there. All right, the market moved from a demand zone, created a supply zone, came back to this demand zone, created another demand zone. Remember, I told you before it can create a supply, it must create a demand. All right, so it's created another demand zone, break this supply zone. That's why we say, okay, we have what break of structure. All right, broke this structure. Let me erase this one. All right, so we have what a break of structure here. This when we have a break of structure, the market will surely, okay, the market later created what, let me take it step by step, created what a supply zone. The demand zone that broke this supply zone, the market will surely what come back to that demand zone. All right, so the reason why this made trading easy is because you don't have to be afraid that, oh, I've lost this. No, all you need to do is what, wait for the next demand zone that broke the previous supply zone that gave us what a break of structure. Then once you find it, that is your area to enter. So now imagine we couldn't catch this demand zone right over here and it moved up. You don't have to panic. Wait for it to come back. Imagine the market came back here. Now see the wave. All right, we continue to move to the upside, and we continue making the money. All right. So whenever a demand zone is created, it's going to create a supply zone. And the demand zone that created a supply zone, all right, will surely what be tested, because people won't like buying at discount prices. They don't want to buy at the high. They want to come and buy at the low. So they will come back to that area where the demand zone started, and they will want to buy. All right. So now, if I'm sure you've gotten me right. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's say
yeah.
created was. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So let's say we've created another demand zone right over here. Okay. This is our supply zone. We understand that this is what our supply zone. Let me remove this so that chart will not be too rough. All right. So we understand this is our supply zone because this market came down from this area and this market starts to go up. So clearly this is our demand zone. So the market what came back up here. But we noticed that what this market did not break the supply zone. It didn't give us a break of structure here. The market didn't give us a break of structure here. So we have to be careful right over here, because if this is the area where you enter the market, I mean this area where the market didn't break the supply zone, you have to be careful on so that you know what you are looking for. Okay, because this market might mean that okay, this is not going up again, it wants to come down. All right, but now we see this market what came back to this demand zone, created this supply zone, came back again, and will shoot up. All right, so now we know okay, this one has been broken. We have what a break of structure. That's what we have. We have what a break of what structure. BOS. We have a break of structure right there. All right. So the question you will ask yourself is, which demand zone broke this supply zone? Which demand zone broke the supply zone? And if you agree with me, is what is this one? This is the demand zone that broke the supply zone. It's not this demand zone again, guys. It's not, because what this demand zone has created the supply, and this supply has created the demand that what broke this higher high, all right, or supply zone, okay, that is higher. It has broken it. So it is this area, this demand zone, that broke this supply zone. So what are you expecting is that what the market should either come back 50% or 61.8% if you use your Fibonacci, all right, but it must not what pass. It must not pass this demand zone, this second line, all right. It must not pass it. It must not. If this market should come back, maybe did something like this, it has rendered this demand zone invalid. It has rendered it invalid because it has broken this demand zone. All right. But if it does not break this, let's imagine it doesn't break this, came back here. All right. So once this market comes back to this demand zone, what are you expecting to do? Buy. You buy. All right. So for some people that trade pattern, they say, okay, let's wait, let's trade W. But before you have already what? You've entered and you what? You started what? To buy. All right. So let's continue. Let's finish this. So we have what? A demand zone created there again. All right. Another demand zone has been created. Okay. So, okay, no, right over here. Yes. This demand zone was here, and this market came back here and what? And move up. So now this demand zone was also here, but this demand zone didn't break this structure again. So we have to be also what we have to be careful. Okay. So you see that this demand zone, for example, whether maybe you missed here, all right. So you have to wait. This demand zone didn't break this supply zone. There was no break of structure there. So you have to wait for break of structure to happen so that you can know that this one can want to continue to go to the upside. This waiting is preventing you from losing money because you know what you are doing, what you are looking for in the market. And you can see this market came back to this demand zone. All right, this demand zone, it came back and it broke it. It broke the demand zone. All right, now we know that this is our new demand zone. This area here is our what? Is our new demand zone. Are you with me, guys?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. So that area is what is our new demand zone. Okay. So you can see the market went up, came back to this demand zone. Like I said again, this demand zone must not be broken. So if this demand zone is broken, that means this demand zone is what is invalid, is no longer what in use. It can mean that what this market is no longer what going up, is now what coming down. Can mean that this market is now coming down. That's what this market can mean. All right, but now let's assume, because we're in an uptrend, this market came back up here. The next thing you are expecting to, man, once you see this, get ready. We are buying. And what the market we shoot up, and it will keep doing that. The market we shoot up. Okay, so that's that for what and an uptrend. So let me give you a downtrend before we now go to the live chat and see how it plays out there. I'm just explaining this on the whiteboard so that you can see it very well. All right, so let's draw the downtrend. Let's say the market has been coming down. All right, okay, went back up again. Okay, or should I do something like this? Let's say the market is coming up. Okay, that is an uptrend. Came down, came up, went up, came down back, came back up here. All right, give us this, give us this, give us this, came back here, and soon to the downside. All right, so let's use this. All right, so let's use this. So you can see that this market is in a downtrend. All right, it might not be a perfect trend because of the way I do it, but you can see what this market is in a downtrend. Okay, so we have what an uptrend that is coming from a demand level. It's coming from a demand level. That's demand. All right. It's coming from a demand level. It's moving up, going up. All right. So when it got there, created a supply level. All right. This is a supply level here. Supply. All right. So we have a demand level, we have a supply level. And remember what I told you is that for us to know that this market will continue to sell, one, this market must break this previous demand level. That's when we now say we have a change of character. Okay, that one is not for today. I will explain that one later. We have a change of character. Okay, so now the reason why it's a change of character is because the character of the price before was up, it was moving up, but now this current price level has broken the previous demand level. So it's giving us what we are having a clue that okay, it's as if the market wants to change from an uptrend towards a downtrend. All right. Now, which supply zone broke the previous demand zone? Okay. If where I put it is where you are thinking, then you're right. That's it. It's this supply zone that what broke this level, all right, giving us a new demand zone. giving us a new demand zone. So it was this supply level that broke this previous demand zone and gave us a new demand level. Now, for you to sell, you don't have to bother yourself or think, hey, I've lost money. I've lost money in this place. No. All you need to do is what? Wait for the market to come back to this demand supply zone. It must surely come back. It must surely what? Come back. It's a must. It will come back. We will see it on the live charts. All right. So the market what came back to this what supply zone, and what do you see? The market what start to sell. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you missed this supply zone. No need to panic. If it's still a downtrend, we have what it takes. So what are you waiting for? Break this demand zone. You're waiting for price, man. Break this demand zone. Let me see. Voila. Price did it. Broke demand zone. Give us what? A confirmation that okay, this market wants to sell. Then we have what? A break of structure. Fantastic. Now we have a break of structure. So the next question that you want to ask is, which supply zone broke this demand zone? Which supply zone? That's the next question you want to ask yourself. All right. So if your answer is where I put the supply zone now, then you are correct. That's it. This was the supply zone that was broke this demand zone. Fine. Okay. Good. So what are you expecting? Price. Please come back to this supply zone because people will want to sell what at a discount price. That's it. That's how it's been wired. Price come back there, and what do you see? Price came back, and what? Price sold. Fantastic. Without any what? Without any struggle, you just analyze and start to what? Pinpoint supply and demand inside the market. It's not like the one you watch on other YouTube channels. I'm teaching you the real supply and demand that works and that has been giving me money. Okay, these are the supply and demand level that works. Okay, so let me know if you can you hear. Am I being audible so that I know that I'm talking to people? Please let me know. Give me feedback.
We're enjoying the class.
All right, thank you so much. So now, okay, let's go now to a live chat so that we explain all these things that I'm talking about. So look like magic. Okay, let me clear all these things off. Let me just clear them off once and for all. Oh, let me just remove all drawing. Oh, fantastic. I did it before. I can do it again. All right. So now it comes to the time frame. All right. First of all, you want to go to your monthly time frame. What you want to do in your monthly time frame, you're not doing much. You just want to know the overall direction of the market. Where is the market going to? All right. Even on the monthly, we can identify supply and demand. All right. And we are going to do it now before we even go down. So I will show you before we start going down. But we are not trading monthly because we are not a position trader. So I won't teach you for monthly. But you need monthly. What are you doing on the monthly time frame? Is what is the direction of the market? Okay, so on the monthly time frame, we see that okay, the market came back up, retraced, and it's falling again. So clearly, we know that what this market is a selling market, which tells you one thing: you are looking for majorly to sell. All right. As you become professional with supply and demand, you can be looking for a way to buy. All right. And by the way, my new strategy combined is coming out. I'm going to be teaching you like extraordinary, all right, on how to use all this strategy combined. And I will advise you to get it once it's out. All right. So let's just let me explain supply and demand there. Now we know that this market is selling, but let me just explain supply and demand here for you. So now, what do we have here? This is a demand zone, right? Fantastic. Let's mark it out. Clearly, this is a demand zone. Yeah. And what do we have? We have what? A break of structure. We have what? A break of structure. That's what we have here. So the next question you want to ask yourself is, which supply zone broke this structure? That's the next question you want to ask yourself. All right, then you go up. This is a supply zone. All right, mark it out. Let's mark it out, guys. We have what? Supply. Right, it is here. All right, so it now brings us down to what I call order block. I think I taught you about order block some times ago. I'll still release a video on order block as time progresses. All right, so we have what? We have to identify our order block, all right, because that's where the institution used the most. So the market was coming up, and what's the order block? That's the last green candle before this red candle forms, all right, the last bullish candle before the red candle forms. So what do we want to do? We want to mark the what? The high, all right, the high, and we want to mark the what? The low, okay. Though we want to use 50% of it, but let's just mark the high and the low, not the body. Mark the what? The wick, because sometimes the market always what? Touch the wick and go back. So we've known that, right? So let's come back. So what are we expecting? Since this is what the order that created what this order block was one that broke the structure, we are expecting the market to come back to this supply zone. And once it got there, we are expecting to sell. And what do you see, guys? When the market came to this order, remember I told you it must not break it. I told you it must not break above it. Hadn't been break above it, this supply zone is invalid. But it didn't break above it. All right, if you notice, the market didn't break above our order block. And what do you see? A massive push to the downside. Simple. If you were there maybe around December 2020, since December 2020, man, you've been cashing out. The market will not even, if you enter here, you put your maybe stop loss here, the market did not even come back to your stop loss. And it will keep going and keep going before it break this structure here, break this structure ahead. Then we now start looking for the supply zone that broke this structure so that we can keep selling. But now this market we keep selling. For position traders, this is what they are enjoying. Their market is going to the downside. But okay, you're telling me, okay, ET Forex, that's on a monthly. I want to make money quickly. I cannot wait for monthly. Now you've identified your direction on a monthly to sell. Let's go to our daily time frame. All right. Although I start this strategy, supply and demand zone, you can use it on any time frame. I've tested it on 1 hour, 1 minute as scalping. I've tested it on 1 day, 30 minutes as intraday trading. I've tested it on 1 week, 4 hours as trading within the week. I've tested it on and it works. I mean, I'm telling you, it works on forex, cryptocurrency, stock, any market, synthetic, anyone you want to trade it for, it works perfectly well. So because I just want to show you some quick thing, I think let me just start from 4 hours. So we go to 30 minutes, so that you can see what I'm talking about very, 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 very clearly. All right. All right, so I think this market has changed direction. And why did this market change direction? Is because the order that broke a structure here has not been filled. They are going back up to fill it, and we are not yet. When you know the strategies, markets will just like it will be easy, like very, 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 very easy. All right. I'm trying to look for the perfect one for you so that I can use to explain and you understand it perfectly well. Maybe I should go to one thing. Okay, let's do this. Hello guys, someone should just pick a currency. Let's pick a currency for me, a currency pair. Let's analyze it. So it won't look as if it's the one is I'm the one showing you. Pick a currency pair.
Let's try Euro USD. That's my
All
favorite
right,
pair.
that is Euro USD. That's nice. I think it's the first one. All right. Okay, so fantastic. Let me remove all this. All right, so now we have Euro USD. Let's say we know that this market is selling. All right. So now, fantastic. We have a supply zone here. Yeah, this is where we have a supply. We have a supply zone just right over there. We have what? Our break of structure. See here, this is break of structure. Fantastic. All right. So if you remember what I drew for you when I was doing the board, I did something like this. Okay, market came back, and what for those of you that trade, for those the people that trade pattern, this is just a confirmed M pattern, like clearly M pattern. All right, but let's just go. So we have what our supply here. This is where our supply started from. Okay, you just want to say, hey, I missed the supply zone, man. This market has gone. You don't have to worry. All you just need is to wait for the market to come here. And I'm going to show you. So what we want to do here is check the block, other block that broke this, okay, that has not been filled. All right, the block that broke this that has not been filled. And if I'm right, I think there was another order here. Okay, there should be an order. Let me just pick everything here. Okay, what I'm just after is that the market must not exceed this supply zone. All right, it can be inside this zone, but must not exceed it. So we've identified the supply zone. What are we waiting for? We are waiting for the market to come there. All right, and guys, what do you see? The market came there, came there, came there. See, guys, if the market came there and you enter this cell, you enter the cell and you look for a demand zone, just the demand zone that broke this structure. And I'm taking you to the advanced now. I'm not supposed to take it because it's confusing, but if it is me, I can take it. All right. You look for a demand zone. Maybe okay, I think this demand zone that what broke this structure. You enter your cell here. Let's say you enter that cell there. You short the position from here because you see it enter that area. Short the position. You put your take profit around that area that what broke it. Smashed. TP smashed. All right. Even if you put your stop loss here and you target higher stop loss, okay, guys, see, like even when the market came back, it dare not pass it. You are just making the market like you are just make the market just keep going, like just keep going and keep going. See, guys, see something. These are maximized trade. All right, maybe this is just like 10 ratio 100. See small thing that I'm risking, see large thing that I'm making. Like I'm not afraid that maybe this market is returning, is turning back. I know where the market is going to. Supply and demand, very, very easy. All right, like I said, it's not like most video you watch that makes it complicated. All right, so fine, let's say okay, because I like to explain it so you don't look as if this is luck. Let's say all right, fine. All right, we miss it. Okay, we miss it. We miss the supply zone just right there. So what are we doing next? Okay, this is a break of structure. This is a structure here, structure low. We have a break of structure. All right. So the next question you ask yourself is, this is a demand level. Which order broke this demand level? Let's zoom in. We must check that order and we must find it out. Find it out. All right. Yeah, we're there. Okay, so now the question you ask yourself is which supply, new fresh supply zone that broke what? That broke this order. All right, and you can see we have high, we have low, we have high. Then we have what? The low that has been broken. Okay, so clearly these are supply zone. You can just pick everything if you are not sure. Pick everything. Put your stuff here. All right. Remember what do we say? The what? It must not go above it. So I'm trying to make it balance. So it won't look as if maybe it has gone above it or something. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. So let's check it. Let's fine tune it. You can see it didn't what? It didn't go above it. So you have to be careful. Hadn't been this price what? Hadn't been this price go above it a bit. It has validated it. All right. It doesn't hold. But now you see it's old. That means what? People sold there, but the institutions are waiting for them to sell at what? A good price area. All these people that bought, they are what? They are buying from there so that they can sell. Don't let's go there. It will be complicated. All right. So now you missed it. Which order broke the structure? This supply zone did it. You waited for it. The market came here. You saw it. Like fantastic. You put it there. In fact, you can put your order. That's it. And just put your stop loss to be on a safer side. Put some stop a bit above it. And guys, even if you miss it, guys, even if you miss it, even if you are afraid, okay, if you are afraid and say, okay, I don't know where this market will reach, it might not reach there. What do you need to do? I teach you how to set your TP. It's not hard. Not hard at all. Don't allow the market to give you a headache. It's not hard at all. Look for the demand zone area that broke this structure high. Look for it out. Pick it out. This is it. This is the break of structure with demand zone. Break it. It should be here. If you are not sure, just pack everything. Pack it from here. Identify it, pack it from here. All right. Just put your take profit around that area. If you are not sure, put your take profit there. Put your take profit here. Bam. From here to here. This is 1 day. It's not 1 minute. From here to here. Don't know. That's 1 ratio 16. You are risking those 1 to get 16. From here to here, you pack. All right. You wait for it again. Which order broke this structure? This is structure low. Sorry. Structure low right over there. Which order broke this structure low? Look for it. Is this order that created, break it. Market came back to the supply order. Sell. All right. So it's not hard at all. See how I just simplify the market just for you. Like I said, I'm going to be having a strategy course on it, and I'm going to be teaching you everything to the fullest. All right, I'm just explaining the supply and demand zone in the financial market. I'm making it simple, guys. I believe you guys enjoy it. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, we'll be stopping here, and more videos are going to be coming up subsequently. Thank you so much. If you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoy yourself, and drop a comment in the comment sections. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Okay.